The district attorney of Fulton County, Georgia, Fani Willis, is not holding back after taking the stand today to testify against allegations surrounding an alleged affair with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Check this out.
No, look. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
That part. What are your thoughts on her remarks? And do you think this is a fair trial? Maddie, she's down there with you in Georgia. What do you think?
Baby, let me tell you something. If standing on business was a woman, honey, it would be Fani Willis, sweetie. Listen, I love the way that she's walked in there, honey, and let it be known that I'm not on trial here. Who was on trial was y'all for stealing attempting to steal the election, honey. And now you trying to turn this all around on me. So we'll see how that works. I love a strong Black woman who knows her business and who stands on business. Go ahead, Fani. Go ahead.
All right, Al, what are your thoughts?
You know, I do too. I do too, Madison. But I'll tell you what, these Trump people are committed to taking this woman down one way or another. And it's very interesting what the strategy is here. The strategy is here to get her removed because her being a part of the case is causing too much confusion. And unfortunately, they've done a good job because we're at the point now where they feel like that there is smoke, where that there is fire where there is smoke, even though we know it is ridiculous. Even though we know they're using her as an example, I really do want her to really think long and hard about this exposure affecting the American people's ability, not hers. We got to take our ego out because you can tell if you watch this, she's very upset and she has a right to be, but she may have to step aside as long as we are able to still try and convict President Trump. I mean, our former President Trump. We got to keep that always in our focus. So anything that's creating a distraction to getting that done, unfortunately, we have to move them aside and keep our eye on the prize, which is keeping this man out of the White House by getting him convicted.
Yes, God.
You know, I hate this for her because this was the strongest of all the cases against him. This is a cut and dry case. It's on audio. We have evidence. It's pretty much a cut and dry case. But now we're getting away from that. And it's becoming more and more about their alleged or their relationship. And she is not the one that's supposed to be on trial. This is about a man that did really attempt to steal the election, and he's never been held accountable for it. And you know what? Trump has a history of going extra hard when it's a Black woman that has, look at Letitia James in New York, goes for her throat every single chance he gets. Fani as well. I mean, this is what he does. He attacks. And something about him, a woman, first of all, and a Black woman, he's going to go extra hard, and so are his people. Now, unfortunately for her, she does have a part to play in this, which I hope it doesn't damage her too much, because she has had and has a very strong case. This case is the one that they are the most worried about. That's why they're doing this. Brandon Brown.
Now, Claudia, really quickly, she is allowed to hand the case off, right? Her office is still allowed to prosecute, correct?
Yeah.
All right, because they may disqualify her, but the office is still allowed to prosecute the former President Trump.
Brandon Brown said, glad that she stood her ground and is not trying to let them see a bead of sweat. And Hot Commodity 77 said, yeah, this trial's crazy. And she kind of was stuttering in her responses, but I hope they leave her alone. Trump is trash and trying to spin the narrative. And Arnold Norfleet said, maybe not on trial, but definitely a code of ethics issue. Yep. Okay. All right. We'll keep y'all posted on that one. I'm sure it is not over.